So here's the Logitech X56. I have it on these mounts. As you can see, the bass on this thing is absolutely humongous. The throttle is nice, but it does move very slow, which is fine. You can adjust it here on the side. This thing is so hard to even turn though. I mean, it literally hurts your fingers. You can detach them for separate throttles. It does have all these switches here, but they're all just toggle switches. It'd be nice if some of these were 3-position switches. Different modes, 3. And then it does have quite a bit of buttons. It has some buttons here on the back. These do have a center point in them, so right there. The throttle does not, like some others I've seen, and it also does not have a detent at the bottom. But the thing is these bases are just so large. And then here is the joystick. The joystick is pretty nice. It is pretty loose though. And that's the strongest spring on there. No, that's just the extra rest. And it is nice. I mean, it has this little joystick here, here. In Microsoft Flight Sim, these don't do anything. You have to program them. This one does look around. That's for autopilot. So yeah, it has this here, these 4 here. It does have a button on the side, and then it has the trigger, one more button here, and this, I actually use this one for my brake. But my biggest gripe is how big these bases are. I mean, I have some fairly large hands, and yeah. And also, if you have smaller hands, you are going to need to raise this up, because even with how this is, even with the part that came off, it's just a tiny little piece. You do have to kind of move your hand up. But for the price, I mean, this was on sale for $200, and then these mounts were another $70. After taxes, you're about $300. I don't think it's really worth it. So I'm kind of on the fence still with this. I think I'm going to return this. The joystick does unscrew from here. It does come in 2 separate pieces, and you can change out the spring. It comes with 4 springs, but this spring mechanism is very weird. And I can maybe see this becoming a failure point after using it for a while. Yeah, so let me unscrew it and I'll show you. So yeah, so like I said, pops off there. That's how you can change the springs. Like I said, it does come with 4 springs. Comes with 1 on and then 3 extras. This is the stiffest spring on here. I mean, it is all plasticky. The stick does feel good, but it's super light. I mean, it's nothing, and you just rattle. So yeah, I ordered a different one. I ordered the Turtle Beach Velocity. I'm gonna give that a shot. Yeah, just how big these are, maybe for like a huge sim, but doing it here, yeah, I probably don't recommend this unless you can get it for maybe $150. Then it would be good, but yeah, for the price, No, I'm gonna be returning all this stuff. So there's kind of my review on the Logitech X56.
Okay, here we go. So this is the X56 Throttle. This is the only thing that is currently plugged into my computer. I have it plugged in through a powered USB hub just to show this isn't a power delivery issue. This isn't an issue with USB devices cross-talking in the USB ports or whatever. I've done everything, isolated everything, all the way down to having this thing being the only thing plugged in. And it doesn't matter if it's in a powered USB hub or not, it still does the exact same thing. This is also running as intended on Windows 11. This is completely plug and play. This doesn't have any drivers. There are no the software hasn't been installed, though I have tried in the past and succeeded. I got the software running, could even mess with the RGB and install drivers and all that. I went that route, didn't make a difference at all. So what I'm gonna do, I got gamepad tester up. You can see all the inputs. I'll flick a couple of the switches just so you can see, what it looks like when I'm manipulating them, and you can hear them, whatever, click, clack, click, clack, works fine, whatever. Anytime I go to manipulate the axes, any of the axes, actually, on the throttle itself, so I'll start with this little trim hat here, and I'll just turn it, and you'll see here in a second, sometimes it, oh, there we go. These little flicks of inputs happening, which only last about a millisecond, but it's enough to trigger whatever you have bound to it in whatever game you're playing. So, if you're playing DCS, be in the middle of a dogfight, your landing gear comes down, or even, makes for great comedy, but you just punch out while you're flying around, whatever, it makes things unplayable. And I'm not sure if this is a compatibility issue with the newest version of Windows 11, because I don't think anything for this device has been updated in like 6 years, maybe even 8 years, since X.O.T.A.S originally released this device. I mean, we're still, I'm going to unplug this here, we're still on USB 2.0, guys. And I have heard of people being able to resolve this issue by using a 2.0 hub or a 2.0 port on their computer, but this fairly new gaming laptop, it's got a 3070 Ti and a Ryzen 7 in it. Every single port on this thing is USB 3.0 or higher, so that's not even an option for me to try. I'm just kind of at a loss with this. I feel like Logitech still sells this thing brand new on their website for the same price X.O.T.A.S was selling it for when they released it 8 years ago, and they've done nothing with it to improve it. They've known about these ghosting issues pretty much since the device dropped. Whether it's the thin, crappy, poorly insulated wiring inside the throttle itself, which is what I tend to think, especially since it becomes such an issue when you manipulate any of the axes on this thing, is when it becomes the most prevalent. But yeah, I mean, can we get an update of some sort? Can you guys do something with this? I'm sending this back. I have no choice. It's just not gonna work for me. So I'm gonna have to send this back and take my money to either VKB or Thrustmaster and save up for a little bit longer to get something that's functional. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous, so avoid this thing unless Logitech actually ever comes out and does anything with it, because currently, unless you're running on Windows 10 and have, soft or hardware that's a couple years old, it just might not work. It just might not. So, there you have it. Alright, thanks.
so this thing comes really loose. This is the only thing I would be very concerned about, because I had to order a replacement because the first one unfortunately broke. It didn't work right. So this one I've been very gentle with, but as you can see, as it comes, it's pretty damn fragile. Alright, so this is me tightening the tension all the way. I can feel the knob turning. Now we're starting to get there. Right there. Like, that's as tight as it goes. But I don't want it tight, so I'm gonna loosen it. Right about there. And you gotta be careful with this because it's a really cheap plastic knob, but besides that, pretty friggin' solid.
Look at my plate. Look what happened.
Why?
It's you, man.
Yeah, it is me, ain't it?
Yes. I'll put it away.
Are you serious? Like, what's happening?
H.O.T.A.S ghosting issues all of a sudden, you know?
It's funny you say that. I had the issue the other day when my phone